You're still having headaches, aren't you? Or is that routine, too?
How many times do I have to say this before you believe me? There is nothing wrong with me that a little mild medication and a lot of understanding from my daughter won't cure. Now, can we please just leave it at that? Mom, I'm all right. I'm all right.
It's your eyesight, isn't it? You couldn't see the table. Will you tell me what's going on?
It's too soon. This can't be happening. It's too soon. It can't be.
Tina, promise you're gonna keep this conversation a secret. You're not gonna tell Max where I am.
Okay. But on one condition, Luna. You just give me one chance to talk you out of this.
My mind's already made up. You can't do that.
Come on, Luna, one chance. Come on, you owe me that much. Why don't you just give me your address and I'll come to you? Luna, I promise you, Max will not know. If our friendship means anything.
Okay. But you're not gonna be able to change my mind. Do you have a pencil?
Shh. Okay. Take the Mountain Expressway to the old highway north. When I come to the cutoff, sharp right, and then go on that same road. All right. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Can't find Luna, then we will. They've got to get married, right? Right.
I'm gonna stay for another minute with him.
Emily, how good to see you. And I know someone who's going to be even more delighted than I am.
Vicky, who is this friend that you wanted me to meet?
What is the old saying? It's always fair weather when good friends get together.
Vicky, somebody has misled you.
Have they?
Yes. I mean, if you think that this young lady is a friend of mine after all the lies that she hurled at Sloan.
Well, that's why we're here, isn't it? Because we want to talk about these charges of sexual harassment, how they began and who began them. I think it's time we got to the truth, the real truth, Dorian, so that we can find out exactly who's responsible. Don't you agree?
This is all because you saw me talking to Miss Haynes at the club today, isn't it, Vicky?
Then you admit you were talking to Emily.
Oh, excuse me, Sloan, but I came here in good faith to be a part of your support team. And now I find everybody staring at me as if I were siding with this young woman. Vicky, as I told you at the club, I have never said one word to this young woman until today when I told her exactly what I thought of her. Is that not correct, Miss Haynes?
Emily's memory needs jogging. Maybe you could help her, Marty.
I'm sure she remembers. Emily, how you came to me and told me that one of your professors was bothering you, the problem you had with him, and how he was coming on to you. Isn't that what you told me, Emily?
I thought you were my friend.
I tried to be, and I am still trying.
Marty, I've really got to go, please.
Fine, then let's talk, and then you can go. When you went to the dean and accused Sloan Carpenter, I thought I was responsible, but you weren't following my advice. You were listening to this new friend, right?
The hearing before the board, no mention was made of a friend. What's this all about, Victoria?
Well, that is precisely what we are trying to find out, Elizabeth.
And it was this friend who encouraged you to lie at the hearing.
Claudia Carson was the name she used.
Yeah. And she said I knew her. But there's one catch. I don't know the woman. I've never even heard of Claudia Carson, and neither has anyone else.
Why is everybody staring at me? I don't know any more about this Carson woman than anybody else.
Oh, Dorian. Don't be so modest. I think you know more about Ms. Carson than anyone. In fact, I think she's right here in the room with us. Isn't she?
So what'd you write? Can't tell. Your mom didn't press hard enough. She's in the kitchen right now. She didn't go yet? But when she does, maybe we can find out where Luna's hiding. Maybe we should just find my dad and tell him about Luna's phone call. Come on, CJ.
I'll meet you down at the site, Mr. Jennings. We've got to light a fire under that construction crew, and I mean now. I need that meditation center ready by November 30th. Why? Because the next day we are turning it into a wedding chapel.
Max.
Hey, there you are. You better get the rice and the shoes because Luna's going to be back. Wedding's on by December 1st, as planned. What do you got there? You going to join the construction crew? We need all the help we can get.
Oh, no, just borrowing a thermos. You know, I'm going on a long ride. Get those coffee attacks.
Where are you going?
Pumpkin picking. So, Max, will you watch after CJ today? Let him stay here and play with Al?
No problem. I'm going to be at the construction site, but I'll get Charlotte. She's a new masseuse. She'll watch the boys. Listen, you have fun.
Okay. Max.
What?
Listen, don't work too hard, okay? I mean, all these preparations for Luna, just... You don't want to overdo it.
How can I overdo it? Luna deserves a perfect wedding, and that's what she's going to get. Or do you still believe she's not coming back?
Max, I'm on your side. I will do anything to make this wedding happen. Believe me, anything.
Tina's my friend. I trust her.
You can't trust anybody. She'll push your buttons and make you go back with her.
Nobody makes me do anything. Have you forgotten? I want her to come here so I can explain to her why I'm living in Avalon to save Max's life.
Okay, as long as you remember that, darling.
Excuse me, Luna, but enough is enough. You have to eat. I mean, what you're doing to yourself isn't funny. If Bobby's spirit is having this effect on you, then he doesn't have your best interest at heart.
Bobby's spirit, honey, is only helping me do what's right for Max.
Maybe, but maybe the same fear that's driven you away from Max is driving you to do something that's not healthy for you.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
But I do. I think you're making a terrible mistake.
Oh, I'm such a klutz. You know, when the weather gets cold, I lose the circulation in my fingers and I drop things. I should clean it up.
Wait, forget about the glass. Now stop pretending everything's okay and just tell me what's going on.
Rachel, I told you, honey, everything's
Mom,
fine.
please, I am your daughter. Don't shut me out.
All right. I just didn't want to upset you, honey, that's all. I have, a small, very small growth. It's called a meningioma, right? And if I had more brains in my head, there wouldn't be room for it, but anyway, it's there. Oh, no. It's what's been causing my headaches and affecting my sight. And no. This is nothing scary, okay? It's really nothing, okay? With treatment.
Please, just tell me what it means.
It means I have a brain tumor.
Okay. Now that we know what you have, what are you gonna do to get rid of it?
Oh, nothing.
You're not serious. You have a brain tumor and you're not going to do anything to get rid of it.
This is my life, Rachel.
Oh, it's your death. Now, how could you possibly?
Shh. That is Bo. All
Good,
right?
maybe he can talk some sense into you.
No. Not a word to Bo. I mean,
Get
not one
the
word.
football. It is gorgeous out there.
Ah.
Rachel, call Kev. Tell him to come on over for a little 2-on-2 touch football. What happened?
Oh, we had a little accident.
We?
Bo.
Okay, I confess it was me. You know, clumsy old roommate strikes again.
Oh, my beautiful, clumsy roommate. Go get your jeans on, okay? We can take these guys. We'll be Notre Dame.
Gipper. We have other plans for lunch, remember?
Oh, that's right. We're taking the Dean's List student to lunch today. I'm sorry, Rachel. Let me just get showered and changed, but before I take off, I got a surprise for your mother.
You do?
You're not supposed to.
Do you see how happy he is? Do you want me to ruin all of that?
You have to tell him. Mom, he loves you. He deserves to
No,
know
he
it.
deserves happiness. He deserves some joy in his life. He's been through so much. He's just losing Sarah and months of depression. He's finally come out of that.
Because of you. You helped him live. Now, why won't you let him do that for you?
Sweetheart. Because he can't. No one can.
Are you saying that the tumor is inoperable?
I'm saying that I'm choosing not to have it operated
Wait,
on.
what's to choose? If the doctors can remove it, then...
It is a very high-risk surgery, sweetheart. The surgery itself can cause permanent blindness instantly. There are other complications that could render me helpless. A burden to Bo, to you, to everyone else.
And if you don't have the surgery?
We will have lots and lots and lots of time together.
What does that mean? I mean, will your condition just get worse and worse? And what about the tumor? Is it benign? Is it...
Well, they don't know that yet, but, you know, aren't most tumors benign anyway? It will grow very slowly. You know, there's a chance that it may not progress at all. That's a chance I'm willing to take.
For God's sakes, Mom, this decision isn't just up to you. What about Bo and me? Grandma, Grandpa, everyone that
I know what
cares
I'm
about
doing,
you.
Rachel.
Oh, come on. Your eyesight isn't failing in the future. It's failing
It's
now.
not as serious as all that.
Mom, you say that you want Bo to be happy. But you're willing to let yourself go blind. You say you don't want to be a burden, but you're willing to die without even lifting a finger to stop it. Now, don't talk to me about how loving and how brave you are. All I see is a woman that's too selfish, too scared to even fight for her own life.
Cassie, what are you doing? Come on.
My mother
Sit down, sweetheart.
My mother
Sit down.
sent
Sit
me
down.
on a shopping spree, and I guess I just got a little carried away.
I guess you did. Yeah, look at all this stuff. Come on now, you've got to remember your high blood pressure,
Oh,
all
relax,
right?
sweetheart. Baby clothes don't weigh anything.
Well, see, I want a healthy baby, not one with a fabulous wardrobe.
Ooh, I love you for worrying, but I feel fine, really.
Okay.
Guess what?
What?
My mother wants to give us a baby shower. Can you believe it?
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Dory and a doting grandma. Yeah, I have to admit, that's a little strange.
Well, it only goes to prove what you're always preaching,
Which is?
that people can change. Andrew, I was thinking, but don't laugh,
All right.
that if it's a girl, we'll name it after my mother's side of the family.
Hey, if that's what you want, that's fine with me.
Oh, it'll make my mother so happy.
Okay.
Honestly, Vicky, sometimes you amaze me. If you're going to hold an inquisition, you're going to have to do it without me.
Oh, fine, Dorian, leave. It simply gives us more time to talk to Emily alone.
Ah, I don't have anything to say.
You don't. You don't!
Emily, look, no one in this room wishes you any harm, okay? But you have to understand that we are angry and we're confused because a very fine man has been hurt. you know General Carpenter, and you know what a decent man he is, don't you? So why don't you just tell us the truth now, Emily, about everything? Emily, it wasn't your idea to fabricate these sexual harassment charges, was it?
Emily, it's okay. Just say it.
I don't have anything to say. Nobody forced me to lie. I didn't lie. Oh.
Well, in that case, I must have made sexual advances toward you, which we both know didn't happen. Emily, listen to me. Withdraw your statement against me, right here and right now. Just tell us who put you up to this, and the whole thing will be over.
Go ahead, young lady. But remember, don't add to your litany of lies just to get yourself off the hook. That would be a big mistake. If you say one word about me with that crooked little mouth of yours, if you change one word in that accusation, you're going to learn what real pain is.
You threatening me?
You read Sloane Carpenter's book. Hey, you're the expert on it. You know exactly what I'm capable of doing. Speak up, dear. We are all waiting for your answer.
Rachel, sweetheart, please try to understand.
Why you're slowly killing yourself?
The tumor may be benign. I could live for a very long time with it growing very slowly or not progressing.
You could go blind or die in a week or a month.
This surgery is very, very risky. Even if I survived the operation, there are complications. I wouldn't be myself. Do you want me to live like that? I don't want to live like that.
I want you alive.
Regardless of my condition?
Look, I know how much you hate to ask for help. You would rather die alone than live with someone's sympathy, but...
You're right. I would. Please, let me play this out my way.
What, the coward's way? What about the way you raised me? Whatever happened to fight when it's right? What happened to never be afraid?
Don't quote me. I hate quotes.
Look, when I was growing up, I hated when you would never compromise when you believed in something. I guess I felt like I could never live up to Nora Gannon. And then I saw you in court for the first time, and Mom, you were fearless. And I thought, that's my mom. That's the woman that kissed my knee when I scraped it. That's the woman that would always be there for me, to protect me, to love me. Oh, baby. Oh, Mommy, please. Please don't make it all a lie. Please don't do this. Don't do this to me. Please.
Each one of you ladies grab an arm and let's blow this joint. Nora.
You know, I've got my own car, so why don't I just meet you at the palace, okay? Goodbye.
Okay. What is that all about?
Oh, nothing really.
Now, look, I saw her eyes before. She's crying out, and now you're crying. Don't tell me it's just nothing.
Oh, it's supposed to be confidential, you know.
But
She's having a little problem with Kevin, and I started to identify, and the next thing you know, we both were crying, and pretty dumb stuff, isn't it?
No, no. I like a woman who can identify with her daughter. I like you.
But I like you. Do you like me even when I do that toothpaste thing and then when I use your hairbrush?
No, are you kidding me? When we're hairless and toothless, you'll still be the sexiest octogenarian in the world.
Let's not talk about then. Let's not talk about when we get old. I like it things just the way they are, right here and right now.
Oh, yeah, sure, me too. They're great right now, but they're gonna get even better the older we get. See? Come on, honey, that's the way things are supposed to happen. If you live long enough, almost anything can happen. Even this.
What is this? Is this the surprise you were talking about?
Yep, go ahead, open it up. Read it. Come on, Nora, read it out loud, will you?
Why don't you leave, Miss Haynes? At least you're not adding lie upon lie.
Emily, wait. Emily, it's okay. Emily!
Marty, I've got to get out of here.
Why?
You know why. Oh, God, I'm so ashamed. Oh.
I am absolutely appalled by these tactics.
Well, we are trying to get at the truth.
Yes, but
Elizabeth.
to intimidate a young student like that.
Elizabeth, you know, I may not approve of Vicky's style, but I can certainly understand her motives. Of course, she would do anything that she can to help Sloane. I respect that. But I'm afraid that she has jumped to the wrong conclusion, implying that I in any way aided this girl with her lies.
She's practically accused you of complicity.
Oh, and it's sad, isn't it? Poor Vicky, she's always been a little bit obsessive about truth and justice. And then, of course, she never has accepted me as a friend. But to say that I, in any way, put this girl up to lying when she's so clearly unstable, it's just absurd.
She told me I was going to be like this world-class model. Everything was going to be exciting and wonder. Oh, God, I fell for every last word.
Just tell me who she is.
Oh.
Emily, I understand what you're going through.
No, you don't.
Sure I do. I accused Kevin of raping me. Then I realized I was wrong. I didn't know if I was going to be able to come forward and tell the court that he was innocent. Someone helped me. My friend Swade, and let me be that kind of friend to you now. Okay? To help you tell the truth.
No, Elizabeth, it is not intimidation. You heard Sloane. If Emily will come forward and tell the truth, then that's the end of it for her.
It's the friend we're after.
Yes, indeed, the friend must be caught. You know, Elizabeth, I think the best thing that the Board of Trustees could do is simply drop Miss Haynes's accusation. It's obvious the girl doesn't have a clue.
I'm ready, Mrs. Buchanan. I need to tell you everything.
If you hate the taste of cough syrup, throw in the spoon. Introducing Drixoral Cough Liquid Caps, a whole new kind of cough medicine from Drix.
I never should have listened to her.
Her?
Claudia Carson. She came out of the blue with all this talk about how I was going to have this fabulous career and all the things she was going to do for me and everything. She was so confident and so glamorous.
It must have sounded very tempting.
Yeah. She had the bait, and I went for it. I mean, at first I thought, this is really weird. I mean, is this lady for real? But I didn't. And then I
couldn't. Marty.
Emily, it's okay. Just take your time.
Somewhere along the line, General Carpenter's name came up.
Did she bring up the name, or did you?
She did. You and Mrs. Buchanan were having dinner one night at the Waterside Claudia Sauce together. And that's when she started asking me about you.
What sort of things did she ask?
How we got along in class and stuff. And I had just applied to be a research assistant, so I was really excited. That's when she warned me.
About what?
Older men. Professors who take advantage. And we hardly talked about my career at all after that. Just General Carpenter. How he used me, abused his position, how, you know, like, couldn't wait to get his hands on me. It wasn't true, but she believed it so much. I believed it. Oh. General Carpenter, I am so sorry. You were never anything but really nice to me. And oh, I wish I could just take back every awful word I said.
I know, Emily. I know. You could have stopped the lies at the hearing. But you didn't. You made things worse by accusing me of touching you. Why did you do that?
I was scared. Claudia said the way things were, nobody would believe me and I'd be this big joke. No career, no friends, no nothing. She said if I just embellish the truth, that was her word, embellish, everything would be okay.
Oh, Emily. Thank you. Thank you so much for telling the truth. Well, you have certainly told us everything, except a very important part. Who is Claudia Carson?
I didn't know myself until the other night I was reading General Carpenter's book again, and I saw her face, but it wasn't Claudia. This is her. Claudia Carson is Dorian Lord.
Well, talk about your surprises.
Well, what is it? I mean, what does it say? Did you read the whole thing?
Of course. You read it. Read it out loud. It's just going to make the whole thing that much more special. Come on.
Well, if that's the way you want it.
Of course that's the way I want it.
Dear Ms. Gannon, on behalf of the Pennsylvania Bar Association, this will inform you that your period of censure has officially ended. Isn't that great news? Honey, I know how much your practice means to you, and now there are no more restrictions.
Right.
But I still think this whole censure thing, though, was just totally wrong. You know, what you did in that courtroom for that rape case,